When did you first realize, like, yo, comedy is it for me? Dave Chappelle, he started at like 13, 14
he was
or
14,
something.
I think.
Yeah.
For me, I used to make my mom laugh, and that's when I was like, okay, if I can make her laugh, that's something. But then when I got to college and I was making the thug niggas laugh, and I was hanging with the thugs who were also the funniest dudes. They was roasting everybody coming into the cafeteria.
Facts.
So I'm sitting at the table. I used to be a quiet guy, but when I literally learned from them how to have that, what I call nigga funny. It's a different.
It was nigga funny.
Nigga funny's nigga funny. Like, it's that shit that black people respond to. Like, yo, did you hear what so-and-so? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different. Again, I can parallel it to what you do. A commercial rhyme that goes in a song, it's cool.
Right.
We're going to rock to that. But several times in your career, you've seen the nigga reaction to something you said, which is, oh, this nigga, did you hear what this?
Like, okay, I kind of get what you're saying, where the verse that we're going to, like, a commercial song is structured in a way that the masses,
it's palatable.
Right.
So you can be funny,
but
for
then
the
there's
masses.
certain things I'm gonna say. If you ain't from Brooklyn, you might not get it. I just don't like the name nigga funny. I don't know. Nigga funny.
I embrace
but I get it.
I embrace it.
Because
It's not nigger funny, right?
Nigga funny.
Nigga, like, that's my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
there's a funny, and the reason why I lean into the word nigga, it's been controversial since, Richard Pryor had a stand-up special live from Sunset, I think, where he says, I'm not going to say the word nigga no more.
That's after his trip to Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have a different relationship with the word, right? So for me, nigga has an innateness to it, right? In Ethiopia, the word negus means king.
Right.
So I feel like when I say the word, that's what I feel when I say it. And then you relate it to black people now. When you say, "Oh, them niggas over there, they wildin',"
Right.
you know who those niggas are.
Right.
You know the type of pedigree that those niggas are.
Right.
Right. So to be able to make those wild niggas laugh, that's nigga funny. It's a different
type of funny.
It's just different. It's different.
What's an example of that?
Chappelle Show. Chappelle tapped in.
I'm not gonna lie,
when him and Charlie Murphy,
he kind of like just gave a good example. Like,
when him and Charlie Murphy did the reenactments to the stories, that's nigga funny. Niggas in barbershops,
yo,
all across the nation.
I never clicked on Comedy Central's website a day in my life, but that was the first reason I had to go on that site and just binge watch every single clip they put up for the Chappelle Show. But from what I understand, it's nigga funny.
Yeah.
But there's some resistance to that within your industry.
What do you mean?
Dave reportedly said he woke up in the middle of the night and Oprah was standing over with Bill Cosby and shit. Do you find like there's like some?
There's always going to be someone to offend.
Right.
You just have to decide how important that person is to you, and how if you want to pivot for them, when what you're doing may actually service the culture, and it may be better that the culture is serviced than that one person, because that one person, you then have the right to say, all right, well, what are you doing for the culture?
Right.
You may be doing something that's detrimental too, or nothing at all. And why am I catering to you? Are you taking care of my livelihood?
You ain't the homie.
Right.
Right.
Nor are you my judge. Nor
Right.
are you my, you know what I'm saying, my
Right.
boss or whatever. So it's to each their own. You know what I mean? I don't say that there's a formula or a right way or wrong way to do it. You just have to be.
But that's your thought process when you come up with a joke and you're like, okay, this joke is at this person's expense.
Nah, I don't mean any joke to be at someone's expense, right? Because if you watch Mirror to Society, I talk about gay people in a way that is actually celebrating them, while I'm clowning somebody that I grew up with, and his story and his journey of trying to come out the closet, right?
So you grew up with a gay dude?
No, I didn't grow up with a gay dude, But if you listen to the story,
Right.
it's a made up story.
Oh, okay.
It's completely made up.
Completely made up.
But I have seen the scenario played out. Basically, when you see a gay dude who is trying to fake a straight life and they trying to hang and do, but we all know he gay. Like we know, but he just ain't comfortable coming out.
Yeah.
So
my ladies are convinced a lot of people that I've met are gay on the low. I don't know. There's women just like to do that. Yo, he's gay.
They test.
And I'm like,
they have
for
the gate
real?
on.
Like, come on now. That's the homie. You really see that? Like, it's crazy.
But yeah, they they try to overcompensate with their version of
what they
woman
think
stories. And you just hearing it come out, it's like, we don't believe you. You need more people.
But that's kind of tough, man. I mean, when you think about it, and you said you put that in a form where it's a story, and it kind of celebrates them. But who's the punchline in that situation? Is it society?
The punchline is the relatability of we all know a person who isn't coming out that closet, and we have all said the same thing in our heads. Why don't he just come out? Or why don't she just come out?
Right.
That's the punchline. Is like, if you just be yourself, we still rock with you. But we know you struggling.
Do we really?
I don't give a fuck, personally.
All right, so this is something I saw recently, and I feel like I gotta bring it up because of this topic. And I hope, I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes or anything. But Lil Nas X did a video that was a little provocative,
right?
Where he had, he had the Wendy's braids. You know what I'm saying? But he had the extra extension.
The Wendy's braids.
He had the Wendy's braids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was something that a lot of people had a certain response to, even people within the gay community.
Right.
Like,
I think that's different.
How?
I think Lil Nas X is going for the shock value and sensationalism through his art and his sexuality. What I'm referring to in my stand-up show is relatives and friends that we know just on a day-to-day that we either came up with or whatever. You know what I mean? And just making them feel a part of my stand-up comedy, and just to let them know I see them. Right. But in a way that's not like, fuck you, and you don't deserve to live.
Stop doing that weird shit.
Right. It's more about just come out. You know what I mean? Let's just come out, man. Bring your shoulders up. You know what I mean? We still gonna be at the cookout. It's cool. Right. But what he's doing, that's his artistic expression. It ain't for me. It ain't for my choice.
But when you saw it, was you like?
I didn't see it. I saw like a clip on IG, and there was nothing about that clip that made me say, I need to watch the whole.
He was giving Satan the lap dance in the joint. I don't know if you peeped that.
Nah, that's on him. That's between him and the devil. That's their business. You know what I mean? I'm just a comedian. No, I ain't. My name Bennett. I ain't it.
It's a fine line. It's a fine line, especially. But what I can appreciate about comedy is, it is a way to make people so much more comfortable with things that are uncomfortable. Like I watch.
We have to.
Yeah.
Because everything in life can be uncomfortable, right? But what are we supposed to talk about on stage as comedians if we don't talk about shit that's uncomfortable?
So the jokes that you were telling your mother, what was the discomfort that you were trying to?
No, I'm never going for discomfort. Oh. That's the point.
No, not what was the discomfort that you were trying to disperse?
What I was making my mom laugh with was voices. I was impersonating people.
Right.
Like Scarface and, just different voices I heard off TV, and she would just laugh because I sounded just like him as a kid. Right. You know what I mean?
Now, you grew up in Germany and North Carolina. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming Army family?
Yeah. Dad was Army.
Right.
82nd Airborne, yeah.
Okay, so your parents stayed together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I'm guessing as he was out doing his thing, you was there with the mom.
Exactly.
So
there's something about kids with moms, I knew my mom was, without knowing it until I look back as a man, I look back on those years. She's in a foreign country. My mom is from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh God, your mommy Trini?
Oh,
Trini in the building?
Strips.
What?
Boy. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, well, me Trini, huh?
Yeah, my parents Beijing.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, my mom's in a foreign country in Germany, and my dad is in the field, and he's not always at the crib. So, and at the time, there's no cell phones. Like, you can't just call home, and you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you don't know. You don't.
So looking back on that, I was like, man, mom was depressed. So when I thought about those moments where she and I would just be up drinking tea and watching Benny Hill or watching Eddie Murphy on SNL.
Hold on. How old was you watching Benny Hill?
I was a kid, but that's all we had over there.
Yeah, I was watching Benny Hill too, man. Like 5 years old. Like, you keep chasing
but that's
these chicks
all we
around.
had over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I would imitate the British accent and all these different. My mom would just laugh at that. So I was like, okay, something in me knew that to make her laugh was like a good thing, to help her through whatever. So, so yeah, that was the first, my first memory of being funny. Mm-hmm.
That's dope. And then it echoes
my
life, and you realize this is my contribution.
Like right now, I get messages every day from the pandemic. Like just in the last year, people are like, man, thank you for just being so stupid during the pandemic. That's the highest praise to me. Like, people are thanking me every single day on IG or wherever else, and they're just like, yo, your laughter got me through a death in the family, or people, you know, whatever it is, being broke and trying to just struggle through this.
Right.
So yeah, my contributions matter to me.
Right. And that's the base of it.
Yeah.
That's the base of it. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It's great.
There's not a lot of people that get to realize what they have to contribute to the world.
Facts.
So when you do, like, you gotta acknowledge how much of a blessing it is.
Facts.
You know, circling back around to the people within our culture who have done it. Like, let's stop throwing our legends away so fast.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Let's keep them in mind. Let's let them help them live forever.
Facts.
You know?
It's Hoffa. Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you niggas.